Effective public governance helps to strengthen democracy and human rights, rule of law, promote economic prosperity and social cohesion, reduce poverty, enhance the sustainable use of natural resources, and deepen confidence in government and public administration. It so happens that some of the challenges which the public relations profession is bracing itself up to face are in the areas of democratic and economic development, good governance, crisis management, research, and evaluation. It is said that public relations is the management function that establishes and maintains mutually beneficial relationships between an organization and its publics on whom its success or failure depends, or simply put, the professional maintenance of a favorable public image by a company, organization, or a famous person. The PRO's main task is to take positive steps to achieve goodwill, take action to safeguard reputation, and create good internal and external relationships. Most companies know this, but sadly, it appears not so many governments do. But PROs have to help in national debates which promote public sector transparency and accountability. While it has evolved over the years, the nature of the public relations profession is now becoming more challenging as a result of sophistication, and PR today requires not just stamina, but intellectualism. One of Nigeria's finest PR professionals is Yomi Badejo-Okusanya, and he joins me on View from the Top today to discuss issues arising. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much, Modele. Glad to be here.
My name is Modele Sharafa Isuf. Here's a quick biography of my guest before our conversation. Born on December 24, 1962, Yomi Badejo-Okusanya got a bachelor's degree in history from the University of Benin. He's also an alumnus of the Lagos Business School. He's the managing director of consulting group CMC Connect. The group consists of CMC Connect Boston Marcella, Tangelo Africa, I-Obtain, and Reignite Public Affairs. He's a fellow and former member of the Governing Council of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, a past chairman of NIPR Lagos State, current president, African Public Relations Association, and a board member of the International Public Relations Association. Mr. Badejo-Okusanya sits on the main or advisory boards of several organizations, including Leap Africa, HopeGate Foundation, and Faith Foundation. He's a recipient of the prestigious PR Golden Eagle Award as the most outstanding public relations person for the year 2010, among others. Let me start by asking you, what dynamics will be shaping the PR industry in the next few years?
Definitely technology. Technology is going to be doing that. The changing media habits will be doing that. Of course, that's closely linked to technology. Before, we relied on newspapers, we relied on TV broadcasts and all that, but you know that in internet penetration and, of course, handheld devices have changed. All of that. Creativity will be a factor. I know some of the advertising agencies, they have christened themselves, or they've gotten the appellation that they're the creative agencies. And of course, what is going on now when we talk about post-truth, alternative facts, facts against belief. So these are some of the factors, in my own opinion. Consumerism is going to be very serious. I mean, only a few days ago, consumerism, what I call consumerism and advocacy. A few days ago, we had a whole section of the country shut down because of advocacy. So I believe that those things, governance would also play a critical part because now people are asking more from their government. So those are part of the issues. Nation states, how do you sell a country? How do you sell a destination? Investment, those are the things that I believe will drive PR over the next few years.
You know, the lack of clarity about the value of that public relations brings to the table remains an issue. We talked about issues now, perhaps because its value is sometimes difficult to measure. It was management expert Peter Drucker that first said, you can't manage what you can't measure. How can organizations measure PR outcomes?
That has been a major challenge, and it's just not in Nigeria, across the globe. As a matter of fact, I believe in another 3-4 days, maybe another week, public relations practitioners are going to gather in Bangkok, Thailand, to discuss the same issue. The last summit was in the UK, in London, last June. And the jury is out on how we can measure our contribution. Basically, what we used to use before is what you call AVE, which is the average advertising spend. But we've since found out that because that has not worked, because not all public relation briefs or campaign can be measured via media. So we've come up with what you call the Barcelona Principle. And in fact, there's a second version of it, the Barcelona Principle 2.0, which has amalgamated a couple of processes by which you can measure or value the input of public relations in any either promotional or reputation building exercise. It's still new. It's still very alien to us, and not just to us, even across the globe. People are still coming to grips with it. So, like you rightly said, it's always been a challenge for us to be able to say exactly what we, as public relations practitioners, have brought to the table or have added to what's going on.